Because see, if he sleep, he doeth well. See, if he sleep, he ain't got to endure the pale horse or escape the pale horse no more. You see, because when you're dead, you're done.
That's right.
That's it.
Oh, I know. He told you. Y'all wondering, is he going to hell?
You ain't got nothing to do with that.
No.
He ain't going to hell. He accept Jesus as his. See, y'all have been sold a lie. You've been bamboozled. All of that stuff is a fairy tale. To believe in hell means you have to believe in Santa Claus. I don't care how you cut it. Hell is an imaginary place.
Come on, Pastor.
And I was taught that if anything that does not have an explanation must be imagination. So that's why you can talk about a hell that you don't know nobody went through. For 1 billion years, ain't nobody ever came back and told you that they were hot. For 1 billion years, ain't nobody ever came back and told you that they up and yonder singing around in a choir.
Pastor, tell it and I got your back.
You want to know why? And I didn't come for you to agree with me. I know I done made a lot of y'all salty, but I don't care.
That's right. Tip on
I
out.
didn't come for you to agree with me.
First of all, I want to speak to those who are with me. I want to speak to those who understand me, and I want to speak to those who don't quite agree with me, but beside all of that, you know, they don't dehumanize me as if I'm not worthy to be a friend. So I thank all of you who stand with me, who stand beside me. Thank you for standing up and not sitting down. But I want to address you first. That's what I want to do. I want to say thank you. Thank you for the love, all of the millennials, all of these young people who are, all of the people who, you know, even feel like, you know, church, you know, it's not even for me. I don't do church. I dropped out of church. I want to thank all y'all for the inbox, the DMs. Thank y'all for the calls, the text messages. I want to thank God for all of the preachers who called me thus far. And I know most of y'all haven't really got a hold to this yet because you don't do Facebook. I understand that. But I'm sure at some point that this is going to make it to you. And you probably haven't had a chance to reach out. But I want to say before that, thank you so much. Thank God for all of my friends, my family, my church. Thank God for the church at large. I love y'all. And now I want to talk to all of you who are being mean about this, who really being real dark and ugly about this whole situation. I want to talk to you. I want to tell you I love you, and I understand. I understand how you feel. I understand your thoughts. I understand all of that. If I understood the moment that I said what I said, I understood that you were going to respond in such a manner. I was ready for that. I don't think I stuttered. I just thought that we were going to be bigger than we are. And that if you have a problem with something I said, like, I'm available. Like, everybody is, you know, taking 2-minute clips and stuff, you know, and taking, but that's the world we live in. That's how it is. And I understand that. I'm 38 years old. I wasn't, you know, born yesterday, right? Like, I know how it goes. But personally, I want to get on it. I came here to just tell y'all, I love y'all. And the fact of the matter is, most of y'all were talking and bashing, as they say. A lot of y'all didn't like me before the comment. And that's just real talk. Let's just fess up. You didn't like me before the comment. That's why you feel so comfortable with saying what you're saying publicly now, because whatever was in your heart then is showing up now. And real talk, that's kind of a blessing, because in this season of my life, I want to mark those. I want to mark those who call me friend and really not. Because if I'm really your friend, it shouldn't mess with that, right? When we don't agree on ancient writings, when we don't agree on scripture and all of that kind of stuff, like, come on, man, we're human. That's right, we're human. But you're so bent on Christianity until you've forgotten about humanity. It's cold, church. I'm a man, church. I'm a man. I'm a man with 7 children. Yeah, and a whole wife. That's right. I'm a man. I got feelings too, church. Yeah, I got feelings too. And people can say all day long that sticks and stones may break my bones, but words will never hurt. But church, y'all being real cold right about now. Some of y'all that done shook my hand, you know, listened to my music and told me how much you were blessed by it and all that kind of stuff. Y'all being real cold right now. And I don't think I deserve half of what y'all dishing out right now. So I just wanted to just tell y'all, man, I love y'all and I understand how you feel. I understand. You've been in church all your life like I've been in church all my life. You know? I just don't want you to let my consciousness offend you. Because that's all it is. I'm just conscious about a few things. Let's set the record straight. Anybody that knows me know that I don't walk around like I know everything. That is not the truth. My ears are open, and that's how I've come to this juncture in my life. That's exactly right. My ears are open. I'm no scholar. I'm no professor. None of that. I've been actually doing God, studying God, you know, seriously. I've been preaching like almost 20 years, but I've been really personally studying and revisiting a lot of stuff that was given to me, because I just want truth. I don't want anything else but that. Truth sets me free, and I want to be free. I ain't got long to stay here, but while I'm here, I want to be the best. I want to be the best that I can be for the kingdom, for my community, for my family. So now, I just want to say to y'all, I love y'all preachers and all. And I'm going to tell y'all preachers something, man. Y'all know better, man. Y'all are really proving that the church has grown cold. A lot of y'all got my number and ain't text me yet, ain't called me yet. But you'll get on. And for some of you that have texted me and said that you love me, and then you make a live and you belittle me. You see, I'm watching you, and I'm glad that you're showing your hand, because I call a lot of you friends. But friends don't act like that, bro. Y'all have been real, real, real cold. I want you to know I love you anyway. And all of you who are concerned about me, I want y'all to know I am at peace. I must admit to everybody, that this is scary. And I didn't know it was going to get this serious, y'all. I didn't know y'all was going to come for me like this. And I ain't going to lie. It's kind of scary. But at the same time, I'm at peace. I got peace. And for all of you who call me and text me, are you okay? Here it goes right here. I am A-okay, I promise. I mean, I'm not shivering. I'm not worried. My heart is not beating fast. I'm really okay. I'm shocked, but I'm okay. And I'm going to be fine. I'm going to be fine. I'm going to be perfectly fine.
Now that was the video with Tim Rogers responding to all the comments and all the backlash that he got about the hell situation at the funeral. Whenever he preached about hell and hell being a fairy tale. Now, he got a lot of backlash. A lot of people commented on how they feel about the situation and all that, depending upon how they were raised and what culture that they were raised under. If they were raised in Christianity or any other kind of religion, people were commenting on what he said, and there was a lot of back and forth with a lot of people. Now, what I did see in the comments and what a lot of people are saying, a lot of people are sharing videos about how he's lost and how, you know, the devil has taken over him, or, you know, he is a false prophet, or he's a heretic now. A lot of people are just calling him out of his name, and a lot of these people aren't Christians, or they say that they're Christians. Now, what is a Christian? A person that is Christ-like, a person that has accepted Christ as their Lord and Savior and has lived in the way of Christ. This is what a Christian is being said to be, or this is the definition or meaning of a Christian. And a lot of these people, they are just they're going hard at them. And my thing is, why, if you call yourself a Christian, where's the love? Because according to the Bible, Jesus commanded you to love. If you have a heart to love, you're not going to talk about your fellow brother like that. You're not going to want to down him like that. No matter what he says, you're not going to want to call him out of his name. Which one of you have, if you have kids, if a kid says something wrong, would you call your kid a devil or a demon? Would you call your kid a heretic? Or would you call your kid any of those names? Would you denounce your kid? So if you love your kid that way, you have to love your fellow man that way. Now, this does take growth. This is a process of growth. But a lot of times people, they read the Bible and they seek who they can devour. They seek, if someone says something wrong, they're ready to devour them. They don't want to uplift them or give them an encouragement or a message of encouragement or show them some kind of love. They're seeking to devour. What makes you want to seek to devour? Whenever the same Bible told you, I command you to love. This is the last commandment, is to love. Whenever you love, it covers a multitude of things. No matter what a person says, it covers that thing. Now, there's some people that are saying things to manipulate people. But you still have to show love. It's not up to you to down that person. Okay? And I'm not saying Pastor Tim was trying to manipulate people. I don't think he was trying to manipulate anyone. From what I got from when I watched it, he was uplifting people that needed upliftment. Now, a lot of you believe in the hell situation. But all these things in the Bible, when Paul was talking, he was telling you, you have to go from faith to faith and glory to glory. You have to go to different stages of growth. You have to continue to grow. You have to know the deep things of the source of God. There's mysteries to these things. And Paul said, there's a lot of things that I want to tell you, but you cannot receive it right now. That tells you that there's more to the story. There's more than what you can find in the Bible. When all these examples of hell was written and was said, it was concerning people that were using the Bible to kill people. It's talking about the Pharisees and scribes, and Jesus was saying, if y'all stay on the level of the Pharisees and scribes, y'all are bound for that. Y'all are bound to live in a place of hell, because if anyone are seeking to devour someone because they're doing good or they're trying to uplift someone, you have lost the fullness of what the story is. And that's what the Pharisees in the Bible and the scribes in the Bible were doing. They knew the book. So every time Jesus went to heal someone or help someone, and it may seem that as if it was against the book, they was going straight from the book, and they didn't care if he was trying to help them. They just said, you got to do it by the book. You got to do it by the book. And there's a lot of people out there saying you have to do it by the Bible. You have to do it by the book. Everything the book says, you have to go exactly by that. But You have to understand the mysteries of the book. You have to understand the faith and glories of the book, the revelation of the book. And you can only get that from the source. And the source gives you what the Bible will call the Holy Spirit. And in order to receive the Holy Spirit, you have to enter into the kingdom within yourself. The Bible says the kingdom is within you. Okay, so there's different stages of growth. Okay, so some people in Christianity, they're all on different stages. Some people may be at a child stage. Some people may be in a mature stage. But you can tell the people that are acting like children. There's a lot of people that's acting like children. You know, when someone sees someone messing with their mother's or father's things, and sometimes the child may say, that's my mommy's and that's my daddy's. You don't need to mess with that. Or leave my mom or leave my dad alone. Until they get mature and until they grow up and they see what was really transpiring in that situation. You know, but it doesn't matter if you're a child, if someone's messing with your mom and dad things, or someone's messing with your mom and dad, you're just going to want to defend your mom and your dad. And that's what people are doing. They just want to defend the Bible. They just want to defend God. They just want to defend Jesus. They want to defend these things in the Bible, not knowing that there's more to the story. There's things that you don't know. There's things that people out there want to tell you and want you to know, but you cannot bear it. So therefore, you want to defend what you can't bear. And the hell situation is one of them things that you have to tap into the kingdom within you to get the truth of the matter. I can go into it right now, but why? For what? For people can come back and say, oh, you're a heretic. You know, you're a demon. Or you're led by a demon. That's false prophecy. All this stuff that people do, because you have to be led by the source. And the source gives you what they're called a spirit. A higher vibration of energy within you so that you can get awareness of certain information that's in the Bible. The veils come off your eyes. The veils come off your heart so that you can understand what's taking place. So we have to get to a place of understanding and maturity. We have to get off the milk and we have to start eating solid information. Whole, full information. And if we begin to eat solid and whole, full information, we won't be downing Pastor Tim like that. We will be loving Pastor Tim. We will be supporting and uplifting Pastor Tim. We won't be downing people like Carlton Pearson. We will be supporting and uplifting people like Carlton Pearson. We will begin to understand beyond what the text is saying. We have to go back to Genesis and see what happened in the text. If we're going by the text, let's go back to Genesis and how Adam and Eve was kicked out of the garden, and there were a flaming sword going every direction. We have to understand what that flaming sword is. You have to understand what the Garden of Eden is. We have to understand what these things are representing. So you have to go within yourself and you have to ask the source, give me more understanding. Show me how to love people even though I don't understand what they're saying. Help me to find out what these things mean in the text. And the source is going to give you these things. The source of you is going to give you the information that you need. But you have to sincerely and be open to want it. Some people be asking for information, but they really don't want it. They already have in their head what they think. So they think the source is going to give them what they think. They already have in their head. So they really don't sincerely want more. So the source is just going to give you what you're open to receive. Because your mind is not open for more. There's plenty of information out there. There's plenty of truth out there. But you're only going to eat from that truth that you are open to receive. That's the only food, truth or food you're going to indulge in. So whenever we are going back and forth about text and we are not showing love, we have to understand this. The first thing we have to do before any religion, before any belief, before any book, we are human first. We have to treat people with respect at all times. We have to treat humanity with respect as a human, one another as a human being, not an animal? Are you going to act like an animal and start devouring people, start devouring them because they said some things? You're going to start going off on them and attacking them because they said some words that you didn't like? No. You shouldn't do that. We are human first. So we have to treat each other with respect. Even though we may not agree upon everything, we don't have to go along to get along and respect one another. Okay? We have to understand that we are human first before any book, any text. So we treat people with love and respect. If you want people to treat you with love and respect, with your belief and how you see life, you should want to treat other people with respect on how they see life and how they believe. Okay? People are receiving information that you may not be receiving. And that does not mean that it's false. It's false prophecy. That does not mean that. That does not mean that their motives is not in the right direction or going the right way. That just means that you don't understand and you want more understanding, so you ask the source for more understanding. Not just going by the book and the book says hell and the person said, oh, hell is a fairy tale. Oh no, the Bible said hell is real. The Bible said hell is real. You want to get an understanding of what the Bible is referring to. Okay? A true understanding. There's mysteries to these things. There's faith to faith and glory to glory. There's things that you have not heard yet. You have to get off the milk. That tells you when Paul was saying in the Bible, if he was saying you have to get off the milk and receive more meat, the things that you read in the Bible, he's saying that there's more meat or there's more solidity to these words. So if you're taking it word for word, understand that there's more solidity to these words that you're reading in that book. You know that you would not let anyone attack your family or attack your child like that. You know that you would not want anyone to disrespect your family or disrespect your children like that. So why are we disrespecting one another because of a book? We have begun to worship, or not we, because I'm not worshiping the book, so I'm not going to say we. People are beginning to worship the book. They are beginning to worship the book. They're saying, this is my Father's book. So anything that may be said differently than the book, even though that same book says the Spirit searches all things to give you truth, you still don't want to believe or receive anything that is differentiated from that book. So we must get to a place of understanding. We must get to a place of love. We must want to enter into the kingdom within ourselves so that we can get the information that we need. And when people begin to talk, we would know 100% from within ourselves, from the spirit or the energy or the breath or whatever you want to see the spirit as within yourself. You would know from that energy if it's true or not. Because you are that truth. You are made in the image and likeness of the source. So you have that truth within you. So you want to tap into that truth within you. And quit downing one another. Quit calling each other names because of a different belief system, a different book. Understand that there's more to it than what you're reading. And ask the source to guide you to that truth, to guide you to the deep things of him, to guide you to the heart of the source. And I say him because that's how the word says the source is a him. But the source is more than gender. You can't put the source in a box of gender. You can't put the source in a box of a name. You can't put that source in a box. If the source is everything, you cannot put the source in that box. So I use that him because the Bible references the source as that. But we have to understand that the source is more than that. And this source is within us. Okay? That's the truest part of us. So we must understand that if you want to understand all things, tap into all things, receive the information or the truth of all things, you have to tap into the heart of the source within you so that you can receive this information. You have to tap into the kingdom within you so that you can receive this information. The source will give it to you if you are open to receive it. If you are ready and open. When I say ready, that means you're getting out of your own way. You're getting out of your carnal mind and your thoughts. There's so many people that teach the Bible on their own carnal mind. When there's more to the story than what you're reading, and you have to get that information from within you. So let's quit talking down and fighting and hurting, trying to hurt one another from the text. There's so many people that's vicious with that text. The letter kills. The text says that. The letter kills. People are killing with the letter. But it's the spirit within you, it's the source within you that gives that life. Which means the source turns the life on to that book. Whenever you are turned on within yourself, you are turned on to the truth of the book. The source or the spirit within you will give that book life. Not just you reading it from your carnal mind. So let's be human first. Let's understand who we truly are to one another. Let's love one another. Let's care for one another. And then if you believe in a book, do it from a place of love. Do it from a place of understanding. Not just doing it from a place of, oh, I know this book. I know what this book says. And he's a false prophet. And start calling people all kind of names. And you don't even understand where the person is coming from. So we must all get understanding, y'all. We must all get understanding. Love will lead you to want to understand. So let's get it. Let's get this understanding, y'all. It's too much back and forth. Let's come together. Much love, y'all.